afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name is GBay99, and it is gone. If you are watching this video, then Legends of Runeterra is gone for the first stage at least. It will be coming back for another 5 or 6 days in November before its official closed beta and then eventual release in 2020. But before it goes, I want to showcase one final deck to you guys and give you a little bit of a farewell to it before we see it again in about a month. And that, of course, is going to be the Poro deck. So, Poros are really interesting in this game for one reason, namely being that they are in every single region. So, in this game, by the way, I haven't really explained many of the mechanics, but you can have up to 2 different regions in a single deck. And Poros have one Poro for every individual region. So, for instance, this one is Noxus, this one is Piltover, this one is Freljord, this one is Demacia, this one is Ionia, and then, of course, we have the Shadow Isles. And I have created a pretty cool Poro deck here that it is a Shadow Isle Freljord deck that focuses on using Sinister Poro because he has the benefit of Fearsome. Fearsome being something that means you can only be blocked by the enemies with 3 attack or more. So, the thing that makes that so interesting is Poros are used in a couple of different ways, but essentially what you're doing is you're trying to build a pretty big board and buff up all the Poros using something like the Poro Snacks, where you will give +1/+1 to every single Poro that appears in your deck for the rest of the game when you use this card. You can use it up to 3 times, obviously, if you get it 3 draws. And on top of that, there's a few other interesting ways that you can get Poros, summon Poros, and get buffs to them. One way is Braum. When Braum levels up, he changes to a 0/7 from a 0/5, and every time he survives damage, he summons a Mighty Poro, which is a +3/+3 Poro with Overwhelm. You also have this guy, Poro Herder, which he is a 3/4 that if he is summoned alongside a Poro on the field, then you will draw 2 of the Poros that I have in my deck. So there's interesting things like that, but the most interesting thing is this card right here, Heart of the Fluffed. When you play it, it will combine all of the Poros on the board into this, a Fluffed of Poros, and it will gain all of their stats and their keywords. So that means if I have a Fearsome Poro or Sinister Poro, whatever, on the field, that Fearsome buff will go onto this big Heart of the Fluffed Poros, where once it dies, it will also resummon this Poro. So it's a really cool deck. It's a fun deck. I feel like it's a fun little deck that we can say goodbye to. Goodbye to this game for now with. So let's go ahead, see if we can get some fun games in. All right, so here at the start, I think I'm going to put Poro Snacks away. Don't need that. I don't need a 7-drop so early. And I am going to replace Heart of the Fluffed because we do have a few early 1-drops and 2-drops that I want to find, like this one. There we go. I will play the Fearsome Poro first, because this one cannot be attacked by anyone unless they have more than 3 attack or more. So that means it should be pretty difficult for him to deal with in the early game, although it's not going to be doing that much damage, only 1 damage per attacking turn, but it's still something. Okay, that's a nice draw. Another reason I have this deck set up alongside the Shadow Isles, along with Freljord, is because there are a few good drops when it comes to Shadow Isles, so Grasp of the Undying, or not drops, excuse me, a few good cards for wave clearing the enemy board, clearing the enemy's drops. So yeah, kind of happy to see that. I'm going to save this Poro for whenever I end up using Heart of the Fluffed, which we do not have as of yet. That Avalanche could be very useful, but it could also be very not useful. We need to get a Heart of the Fluffed early. I'm gonna wait. Maybe I shouldn't have ditched the one that I had in the hand at the start. Okay, let's go ahead, drop another Lonely Poro, I guess. We might need to just use Poro Snacks, I guess. But we can do that at any point. We'll probably have to sacrifice a few Poros. We want to keep the Sinister Poro for Fearsome, as well as the Affectionate Poro for Challenger. One of the things that I don't actually know if I've mentioned yet, I'll use it right now. One of the things I don't know if I've actually mentioned yet is that Poros, when you use Heart of the Fluff, gaining all of the, all of the different benefits can really make your Poro like kind of invincible, your Heart of the Fluff Poro kind of invincible. So for example, if we can get Challenger plus Fearsome plus the Overwhelm plus all the other different benefits, that's just, that's obviously insane being able to do that. I cannot block him like that. I'm gonna just block this. He's clearly going some sort of face deck, which he's got us down to 7 health now, but that might not be the end of the world. All right, let's start off by attack. And we'll use this Poro, I guess. We shouldn't commit too crazy hard to like the idea of saving. Yeah, we shouldn't commit too crazy hard to the idea of keeping these guys on the field forever until we draw Heart of the Fluff. That kind of insane level of commitment to a strategy is how you can find yourself in a bad situation in a card game like this. So he will stun him, but that I'm pretty sure that knocks him onto my bench here. So he will not die. Although he will. That's okay, though. This could be worse. We'll drop a Lonely Poro now. See what he gives us. A Plucky Poro. So he has Tough, which means he will take 1 less damage from all damage sources, which is very exciting. Oh, I gotta use it. I gotta use the Avalanche. It's gonna be tough to, it's gonna obviously kill one of our Poros, and it's gonna set the other 2 at very low health. Which, it kind of sucks that we have Avalanche in this deck alongside all these different Poros that, they're kind of low health characters that are meant to not get beyond 2 health in most circumstances. So Avalanche doesn't have a lot of synergy, but he ends up denying it anyway, so that actually works out pretty well for us. And use him there. Use him there. Sorry, guy. We have to be careful because we're getting so low. And especially because we cannot stop those attacks. Unless we use Grasp on her, which we could. But if we could draw Heart of the Fluff right here. Ooh, another Poro Snacks. That's not a bad draw per se, but could be better. We'll attack with these guys. Oh, I should have. Oh, shoot. I got a little bit too aggro. And it's also kind of late. So I'm tired, but I should have used him to pull the lady. Shadow Assassin. He might use her to defend anyway, because without doing so, it's going to take him down to 1 health. What's he doing? Okay. Yeah, they keep their 4/4s. That's okay. We'll just place him back down. And if he attacks with her, then... Okay, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. A bit of a misplay, but doesn't end up mattering. End up with 2 mana that will get saved as spell mana, which might be beneficial. Cool to see the Mighty Poro, who is now at a 6/6.
True power requires restraint.
I really hate that we're not getting the Heart of the Fluff draws.
Face your fate.
Because we could all but win here. But we might be able to win next turn, depending on what these 3 cards in his hand are. We'll drain that. Okay, so we heal 3. We kill him. He shouldn't have anything else he can do this turn. So now we are on the attack, and he has to do something to deal with these Poros now. We're going to attack instead of placing this one right away because, well, actually, I don't want to do that. Well, maybe I should. I'm thinking that I want to attack before he has an opportunity to place anything. If I attack first, then he cannot place any cards out of his hand. But I guess it makes sense for me to use this. Because with him on the board, we have lethal if he doesn't have anyone to play. Unfortunately, he does. But we're still in a good position. Also, I don't know if I showcased this, but you have this little Poro over here that you can pet and scratch and poke. Okay, anyway, though, back to the game. What is that? What are you doing, bro? Because right now he dies. We have exactly lethal on the board, but he can block at least one of those Poros with that Spiderling. He's thinking. This is showing us that he has at least 2 spells in his hand if he doesn't end up using them. Okay, that's fine. So this is kind of exciting, though, because these Poros, you know, not only is it getting crazy because he can't, he's having so much trouble dealing with our Poros, but I mean, we're getting pretty big on this board, and these 2 guys he cannot block with like any Spiderlings or anything. If he draws the card that will let him summon a bunch of Spiderlings, you know, he cannot use that to block. Okay, and that's a good draw for us. This card is something I typically like being able to play earlier because it gets +1/+1 to everyone in our deck, and the earlier you're able to play it, the more characters in your deck you're able to use it on. But we end up getting the win anyway, and that was a pretty solid win. We crushed him with Poros. We had a 7/6 Poro with toughness. That's a pretty solid win. Let's see if we can get another solid win. All right, here in our second game, we have a few interesting options for our draws. I think what I'm actually going to do is get rid of the Poro snacks, and we're going to play this where we try and not go for the Poros here in the super early game. Focus on just basic stuff. Clear with Avalanche turn 4 if he builds up a board with a rush deck. Get Braum starting the stack. Get a good hand starting to draw with our sentry guy, and, you know, play a little bit more of a control pace, I guess. All right, he might be going for that dumb Yasuo deck. We'll see. We'll see.
For 2.
Again, that's only 1 damage. Don't care. And here we can go with this dude turn 2. Yeah, this is going pretty interestingly for us. So as I was about to say, there's essentially 2 different ways you can play every single deck. One is going for like an all-out rush face, you know, the face is the place, smork, let's win right here, right now. You can do that, obviously. But another thing you can do is be a little bit more patient and try and like prepare to deal with your opponent's stuff. So for example, in the Teemo deck, the first deck I ended up showcasing to you guys, I ended up using a lot of different options of, you know, going aggro right away, trying to get Teemo on turn 1, get him leveled up by his second attack, get him, you know, up to 60 shrooms in his opponent's deck, 100 shrooms or something by turn 4, and then having the turn 4 drop of the lady that makes us, or that allows us to do even more damage.
How can I help?
Oh, this is going to go. This is going to be a good avalanche. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's test my theory.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ready the torches.
Anyway, though, yeah, that's one way that I've played that Teemo deck. But more recently, I've kind of been experimenting with the idea of saying, hey, you can also play it in a much more passive way, where essentially all you do is chill. You just sit back. You know, you try and get your opponent to throw out things and get shrooms into his deck just through the spells, and then you drop Teemo already leveled up, but much later in the game on turn 5, 6, or 7. Point being, I think we're gonna kind of mess around with doing that here in this game. Except this time with Poros. So we'll drop Braum pretty much no matter what.
Just you and
Ooh.
me, Fishbones. And them.
This is risky.
Take heart.
This is very, very risky. If he has a single buff of damage on her, Braum is dead. But if not, Braum is almost halfway to his level up. Please don't have anything to kill him now. He doesn't. There we go. That feels pretty good. Okay. Now what? Now...
Charged up and ready to
You know, I
go.
think I'm kind of... This might be crazy, but I kind of want to do that again.
What could be better?
Oh, that's a
If he didn't have a skill to do it last turn, he won't have a skill to do it this turn, right?
Excuse me?
Help is underway.
So this will die because that's quick attacking, but he should be able to clear her. Yes, we're good. Oh, Braum is almost at his level up. Let's go, let's go. Okay, we get another Braum. So here, I'm actually going to attack first. I'm going to do this.
How about another round?
I'm going to do it this way just in case he drew something. Just in case he drew something that would give +1 attack. You know, we only need the 2 damage on Braum. We'll attack. See what happens. Come on. There we go.
Time to celebrate.
All right. So we haven't actually drawn really any Poros except for the Heart of the Fluffed. So this can be another way to get some sweet Poros. And we can also use Take Heart. We'll use Take Heart on Braum right away. And I think I'm going to use this one. If Braum ends up dying somehow, I don't want to drop another Braum and start leveling him all over again. But maybe I should.
Something.
He's dealing 3 damage to my Nexus to discard his hand. That is going to level Jinx up. That's kind of annoying. I kind of want to do this again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make a play. He clearly doesn't have wave clear. I mean, he doesn't have... one thing I need to do is learn all the different cards. I mean, it's not as important now because the game's kind of gone.
I'm on a roll.
But one thing I need to do is learn which clear cards there are for different factions, you know? So, for example, does he have, like, a just kill 1 unit card? Can he kill Braum if he's damaged? Can he kill Braum if he's above a certain attack or health? You know? At what point does this crazy Braum get threatened by his deck? Because assuming he doesn't, we can start turning this into a pretty crazy game. 6/13 Braum. Every time he's attacked, he'll summon a Poro. And then we have 2 Heart of the Fluffs waiting.
Do they need our help?
Yeah, do you need our help, dude? Dude, the server's about to close very soon. Let's make sure we finish our game out. I want to play another one after this, too. All right, he's doing a few different things. Interesting. Is he going for the win somehow? Oh! Ugh. Hang on, he's trying to win. I'll have a turn to drop something, right? Yes, I do. So I'm going to have to drop this guy.
Follow along, little one.
Because he's going for the win, obviously.
You are lucky man.
Screaming helps? Not at all.
I've work to do.
Okay. So
You are safe with
this puts us
Poro.
at -9.
Let's talk about
That puts us at -1. I have to do this
smoke them.
to save myself. That will put me at 7 health. Please do not have anything else, dude. He only has 1 mana, so he shouldn't be able to kill me this turn at least. Which is good. I will pass. Don't need to use that right now. And then, okay, here we go. This is going to be almost greedy. No, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go Heart of the Fluff. We can't do both because we have 8 mana. We need 9 for both of these guys. Let's do... Yeah, let's do Heart of the Fluff.
Friends, we go together.
So this will give us a pretty crazy guy. A 7/7 who also has Overwhelm. So extra damage beyond his normal stuff will deal damage to the Nexus. Pretty solid. And that art is so cool. I love that art. Ooh, that is good that he dropped that.
Show me your best.
Because if he did not, he could attack my face with that next turn. Oh, thank goodness he dropped that and showed it to me. I hope he doesn't have any more elusive characters. Okay, he's going to try and save... Okay, okay. That's fair enough. Now I'll go ahead and drop this guy. Probably should have dropped him last turn, honestly.
I'll spot 'em.
That was a little bit of a mistake. But we will end the round. So we both have 3 cards in our hand. He only has 1 guy on the board, but he does have his attack turn now, and I only have 7 health. He has to win this round. And we did not draw any sort of wave clear or spell to save us. What's he got? What's he gonna do? That's fine. I don't mind that.
Follow along, little ones. My friend, you are lucky man.
I kind of want to do a second Heart of the Fluff. That might be too crazy. It doesn't actually really give me any sort of other buffs or bonuses. I just want to make a crazy one. I think he's realizing that I'm hoping he's realizing he doesn't have a way to win. What's that? Oh, what is that? Come on, dude. You have 2 cards. How hard is it to figure this out? Okay, he has another spell. So he's giving himself more health? What's he doing that for? That's only 3 damage to Heart of the Fluff. Let's do it. Let's make another one.
We go together.
So we have a 15/9 Poro. He cannot deal with this. This is game. The only thing we have to worry about is him top decking something.
But my experiments. Look out for reavers. So many questions.
I'm imagining / assuming he's got nothing. We should have made the Braum even bigger. Both those.
My shield. Have you met my shield? Where'd they go?
That's it. That's game, right? We got it. Good game. Well played. Look at that. Smack. -12 Nexus right in his face. A Heart of the Fluff. Let's see if we can get one more game. Just a third solid game to close this out before the servers shut down. All right, so here against Crims 1, this might be the last game of the day. The servers might go down in the middle of this game, actually, but Demacia Freljord. I guess I'll keep Avalanche. I don't know if that's like a rush deck. I don't think it is. I don't think there's a lot of rush in Freljord or Demacia. This is a good start for us, though. I don't think I've seen Omen Hawk today. This is another neat way to give your Poros some buffs. Yeah, that's fine. I'll meet him. Meet him with my own guy. We can put the Sinister Poro out now. This is good because he cannot... Actually, he can. He can set up to kill him. Oh, that was silly. That was silly. That was so silly. I was going to say he can't use him to kill the guy, but he can use his challenger mode. Oh, we can actually bait him, though. We have a Poro Snacks, and we'll have enough. So we're going to chill and let him get baited. I'm going to do it either way. Either way, I want this guy killing one of them. We'll see which one he wants to attack with. Wants that one. Let's go. Go ahead, finish him off. Good work. Fortunately, we lose the Poro. Rest in peace. Get some Fs in the comments for that poor Poro. And here on this turn, we're going to do a second Poro Snacks, actually, I think. Because we have nothing else to do. We're not going to avalanche the one guy. We're not going to do this and heal ourselves. I want to drop him turn 5 either way.
On one arrow.
Which will be right now. Oh, this is setting up nicely for us.
The sun is shining.
Oh, but he has 2 champions here.
The War Mother will unite us all.
This is looking scary.
Stand together.
All right, all right. Guess you got me there. Okay, so we have a Sinister Poro here. Let's go ahead and drop everything and be aggro. Because he could kill us next turn if we're not careful. We have really solid buffs, right? I mean, we have the Poros. One drop Poros up to a 4/4 with the double Poro Snacks. We also have potentially great wave clear.
See the Demacian border from here.
Except he just keeps on messing us up with Frostbite. Oh, this is setting up so nicely for an avalanche. We really hope that he does not attack immediately next turn. We're going to attack with all 3 of these guys, leave him on the bench.
I'll protect the villages.
That kind of sucks, but we'll deal with it. I really hope he has the balls to put Lux or Ashe defending this dude. Another one of his guys has to die. If he wants to block this, at least. Yeah, come on. That's all he's gonna do? Alright, fair enough.
Save the homestead.
That was fairly well played by him. I want to kill both that Ashe and that Lux very quickly. I'm very worried about both. I can use this to kill a single one of them.
Show me a target.
So she will frostbite him. I'm going to use him on her and just chill. This will take me down to 3 health. I can put him there. It'll take me to 6 instead. And he shouldn't die unless there's a buff or debuff. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but I don't know if it matters. Actually, I think it does. Okay, we're going to have to use this on her. Because this is going to happen first before the fighting happens. So, yeah. We have to do that.
So cold.
Oh, I forgot. He is a thing that he'll kill 0 power units. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So now we can start flooding the board and get really scary. We have a 6/6 Poro here. We have a 4/5 Poro Herder that we're about to drop. A 6/6 Heart of the Fluff that's going to be consuming a bunch of other stuff. I don't know if he has an easy way to deal with any of that. He only has 4 cards in his hand. This might be it. We might have a really solid game here, and this might be our last game of this closed beta release. Oh, that is not good. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Oh, where did that one run off to?
That dumb lady. I hate that dumb lady. She is so broken.
Fall before Demacia.
So now he gets to attack, even though it's my attacking turn.
In battle.
Because the dumb lady. So I have to block and sacrifice. And I have to sacrifice both these guys, don't I? Or is he not attacking? What are you doing, dude? Oh, what is that? Is that something that's even better? That's okay, kind of. That's kind of okay. Let's drop him. Oh, that's good. Oh, come on, come on, come on. We might finally be able to get an amazing avalanche off. I think I want to attack with everything. Because we can't just use avalanche right here, because the tough means she actually has 3 damage. So I'm going to... Or 3 health. So I'm going to attack with everything here. And even if it's just a plucky Poro Heart of the Fluff, that is still an amazing Heart of the Fluff.
A waste of my time.
Shine
He's
with me.
thinking. He's using his brain. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. He has no mana, so he can't do anything except defend here. And then he only has 2 cards in his hand. And we have 4 cards, which is... That's not many more, but our cards are way better. Because we have a 7/7 Heart of the Fluff, a 6/6 Heart of the Fluff, and a 3/3 Plucky Poro. I've actually been thinking about running Demacia secondary with this Poro deck. Because this guy is really strong. Once he's buffed up, at least. Alright. So what do you got now? Please don't have some sort of amazing 9-drop that just auto-wins you the game. I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you. Okay. So, what I think I'm going to do here is use a Plucky Poro, and then Heart of the Fluffed. And then I'm going to do Lonely Poro afterwards. Because I don't want to make a Heart of the Fluff too big. If he has something that can kill it, then I got to be careful about that. So we'll just do this turn, and then chill. We'll chill with our no big deal 12/12 Heart of the Fluffed that has toughness and is about to win the game. We'll just chill with it. What do you got, dude? Do you have nothing that can deal with it? Is that it? I'll end the round. I'm dropping him to get lethal. Even though I already had lethal. What am I thinking? I shouldn't have dropped him to get lethal. I didn't need to. I forgot he has a 3-1. I thought he was a 2-1 for some reason.
We can do this.
Okay. We will now drop him so he can grab her and then still have plenty of damage going to his Nexus. I'm so nervous right here. Oh, we got it! Good game. Well played. Right before the servers shut down. That is a great way to end this first stage of Legends of Runeterra being released. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed all of these videos. Tomorrow I might have another video that kind of reviews Legends of Runeterra and goes a little bit more in-depth in the mechanics, what I like so much about this game, what it is that I find so interesting about it, and why I might say it's the best card game that I've maybe ever played. But anyway, I will see you guys then. Until then, though, thank you very much for watching this video. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.